Alright, Rio here, and this is your week 1 attendance post. So in this post, I'm just going to show you and talk to you about how attendance works in our class. And even though this is an online class, the campus still has a requirement for me to show students are actively participating in class. And so what I do is starting generally the Monday early as I can get it out, I'll post a video like this. But I'll generally be talking about something related to what we're doing that week or something in the news. This week is just, how attendance works. So I'll be posting a video that'll be in a discussion. When I say discussion in quotes, that's because you don't really have to discuss anything here. All you have to do is simply hit reply. You can type any message if you want, but you don't have to, and hit submit. And what that does is it shows me you're here. Okay, so first, that's as simple as this gets. But let me tell you what it represents. Okay, what it represents is that besides the reporting requirement, which is important, I look at this as a signal. And what I mean signal is I look at your overall work and I see, are you staying up? And then if attendance is one of the things you're not doing, but you're doing everything else, then you'll probably get an email from me that says, hey, just make sure you get attendance done each week. And so in that case, no worries, you'll probably just get reminded. But here's the case that I hope doesn't happen to you, is if you're not doing attendance and you're not getting work done, then you're on my should I drop you list. And on that list, I pay attention, and if you, for more than 2 weeks, are not participating, and I say that in the context of a 9-week class, so 2 weeks is a long time. A week is a long time. So don't let that happen to you, and just understand that my attendance post is just one of the signals I look at. In addition to being my reporting requirement for the campus, it's one of the signals I look at for your participation in the class. Okay, here's the other thing I want you to know before I just look over and just do a few things here, is that it will be made available, and I said this earlier, but I didn't say the second part. I said it'll be available sometime Monday morning, and this happens every week, okay, until Friday at noon. And now you might wonder why Friday at noon. Well, because Friday at noon gives me from noon until whatever time I am working that day to review where you're at in the class, okay? And so that's my student review time. And so I want to make sure that you've done attendance. And again, you have a long time. You have from Monday at noon or Monday morning until Friday at noon. Now, after that, you'll still see the attendance post, but you can't reply to the attendance post, okay? So I just want you to know that. You can see it, you'll see it there, and I'll get an email from somebody saying, hey, I can't post attendance, and I'll say, well, what time is it? And they're like, well, it's Friday at 5. It's like, well, you can't. Attendance is only from Monday morning until Friday at noon. Make sense? Okay, so hopefully you at least have the gist of this class. So let me turn just real quick to the course and give you the heads up for this week. So hopefully you've already watched the really important week 1 or week 0 video, and that really talks about the course materials. And here is the attendance post that you'll see made available after I complete this. And you can see that for the first item, the first week, we have 3 items due. And these are important items to get you started down the right foot, but this first one requires you do set up your GitHub account, so make sure you do that, because this item is due Thursday night, and really you'll get used to this. It's when I get up and grade on Friday, but this requires you set up something, and if you're waiting until late on Thursday to send me an email that I've required here, then I may not get your GitHub account set up. So don't put yourself in that situation. And this is the only week that that's true, but this is true this week, so make sure that you've checked this item and looked at that. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to say here is that attendance is not counted towards your grade. And that can be a little confusing because you'll see it show up in your grade, but it doesn't count towards your grade. I don't have it included in the course calculation of grade. So that's the other thing. I really just used it to capture the data so that I can then report. All right, welcome to the fall 2018 semester. Let's have a great one, and I'll talk to you later.